Hello, good evening, everyone, good evening. So first, tell me, just confirm the audio, video, and the screen sharing. Everything is fine for everyone. Just put a message in the chat box. Okay, Khushbu, okay, Aditi. So, right, okay, I got your message for the confirmation. Okay, so let's begin with the data interpretation part. If I talk about the data interpretation, right? So in a different entrance examination, data interpretation is one of the most favorite topic for the examiner, right? You will find a different type of diagrams, bar graph, line graph, pie chart, different tables, different text material, and any type of diagram which you can imagine can be there for data interpretation, right? Okay. So when we are solving question based on data interpretation, so this is directly related to calculations, right? We have to do a calculation based on a diagram, table, structure. And normally there are three major topics of the quantitative section, which are very, very important in the data interpretation section. First, average. Second, percentage, and third, ratios. Average, percentage, and ratios. These three are very important chapters, topics, which are always there in the data interpretation, right? So I suggest to everyone that please start doing the calculation, right? Why? You say there is a calculator in some of the examination. So if I'm targeting those examination where calculator is there, why should I do the calculations, right? So if you are working with a calculator, your speed, the solving of the question will be drastically slow, right? So it is always suggested that if calculator is there, still you should do the calculation mentally, just from the mind, right? If little big one, then just use the pen and paper, but better is use the mind, right? So there are, say, some methods, some techniques, right? So just to recap all those methods and technique, I can just show you some of the methods here, and then we will be moving for the set which you are able to see over the screen. This. So this is, I suppose, a very new type of diagram for many of you, right? But this is a very favorite diagram for the examiner in the data interpretation section, right? Okay. So suppose if I say, yes, quick calculations, right? So if I say 94 square, print 94 square. So if I am doing 94 square, what to do? 94 will be multiplied with 94, right? This way. And I need to check the answer, right? Now go back to the schooling days. We have studied a one chapter, base system, right? Base system, octal system, hexadecimal system, binary system, right? All those systems. So in this, we can assume any number as a base. Okay. So 94, this is very close to what? Number 100, right? So I take 100 as a base, right? Now, what is the difference of 94 from the 100? That is 6, right? So just take this difference with plus or minus sign, whatever is the difference, right? So this is what? Minus 6. This is minus 6. Done. Very easy part. Multiply these differences, minus 6 with minus 6. So this is 36. Right? Easy. We can do very easily. Now, subtract this. 94 minus 6 is 88. Right? So, 94 square is nothing but what? That is 8836. Right? Take one more example. Say 92. 92. Now, what is the difference? Minus 8. And this is minus 8. Right? So, minus 8 multiply with the minus 8. This is 64. Write this. Okay. Subtract this. 92 minus 8 is what? 84. So 8464 is the square of 92, right? So you can just give me your answers in the chat box, right? Okay. Suppose if I say 109, this is 109, right? So this is plus 9, right? This is plus 9. Done. Now, multiply the differences. 9 into 9, 81. If the difference is negative, subtract. If the difference is positive, add. So this is 109 plus 9, 11881 is the answer for 109 square, right? Okay. So quickly tell me how much is 112? 112. Yes. Everyone tell me how much is this 112? Okay, so there are some correct answers, there are some wrong answers, right? Nothing to worry. 112. What is base? 100. Done. What is the difference? Plus 12. This is plus 12. Now, what is 12 multiplied with 12? What is this? 144. Right? Now, what to do? When we are multiplying the differences, we will be filling those many spaces where we are having number of zeros. So in 100, we are having 2 zeros. So what to do? I will fill 4 and 4. And 1 is carry. Add this 112 plus 12, 124 plus 1 carry 125. So this is 12544. Right? Say for example 114. 114. So this is plus 14. This is plus 14. 14 into 14, 196. What to do? Write 96. 1 is carry. Right? Add this 114 plus 14, 128 plus 1, 129. So this is 12996. Right? So tell me how much is 1022. 1023. Yes, 1022. Okay, so see what to do. What will be the base? 1000. What is the difference? Plus 22 plus 22. Multiply this, that is 484. What to write? The complete number 484. Why? Because in a 1000 we are having three zeros and I need to fill three places here. So I will write 484. Done. And then add this. So this is 1044. So 1022 was the answer. 104484. Right? So see, this is a one method, and what I suggest here, try to memorize the squares from 1 to 25. Right? Try to memorize the squares from 1 to 25. And if you take the base as 100, you can always calculate the squares from 75 to what? 125. Right? Right? So this is a big range. Done. This is a big range of doing the calculation, doing the squares. Okay. So now come back to the question. So we will be discussing all these methods in the subsequent classes, right? So that you can just practice them and you can make your calculation really fast. Okay. Done. So now come to this example. We will solve this together. So this says a survey was conducted in 5 cities: Pune, Kanpur, Raisen, Surat, and Trivandrum, for the percentage of people. So this data is giving you what? Percentage. Using train, bus, and cars as mode of transport. So there are three different transports: train, bus, and cars. Right? Now, in these cities, number of persons surveyed are what? 2,000, 4,000, 6,000, 3,000, 8,000, respectively. So this is what the different cities, right? And these are the different number of persons which are given to us as respectively, right? Refer to the data in the triangular bar diagram to answer the questions that follow. Okay. So this is my diagram. Now, how to read this diagram and how to get the values from this diagram. So this is a really important part. And if you understand the method of reading this diagram, then you will feel that this is a very easy set. Okay. So now, see this. This is a triangle, three different vertex. So this is train, buses, and cars. Right? So three different vertex, three different sides, right? So all those things. Now, if I look here, these are the some lines which are really moving outside this, right? On this side. Done. And second, I'll take with some different color, maybe the blue one. So this is moving this side. Done. And the third one is this one. This is moving this side. Right? So I am putting up three different colors so that I can identify them differently. Okay. So trains. Can you tell me what is the percentage of persons in Pune for trains? What is the percentage of persons in Pune for trains? Yes. So see, when we are talking about for trains, so for trains, we will be reading for which direction? We will be reading for this direction. This is for train, right? If I want to read for buses, so this direction is for buses. And if I want to read for cars, so this direction is for cars. Done? So now I can make a one table here. Done? So this is for Pune, Raisan, Kanpur, Surat, and Trivandrum, right? And taking a different mode of transports. So this is train, bus, and car. Like, like this. So first I need to fill this table so that I can have all the percentage with me. Done. So first fill for the trains. Pune, how much? 75%. Right? Kanpur and Raisan, 50%. Surat, 25%. And Trivandrum. So 25 and this last point is 0 because we are having a differences of 25 base point, right? 25, 50, 75, 100. So differences for 25, right? So Trivandrum is just in between 0 to 25. So for trains, Trivandrum is coming to be how much? 12.5, right? Okay. So now come to the buses, the next part. Yeah? So buses for Pune, this is between 0 to 25. So coming out to be how much? This is 12.5 buses, right? Ryerson between 25 to 50. So this is 37.5%. Kanpur, how much? 12.5, right? Surat, 25. And Trivandrum, 50. Done? This is for buses. Now count for the car. Pune, how much? This is 12.5, right? Ryerson, 12.5. Done? Kanpur, 37.5, right? Surat, how much? 50. And Trivandrum, how much? This is 37.5. So Aditi, basically Pune is 12.5 because if I look for Pune, see this line is for 25%, done, and this line is for 0%. And Pune is just in between, right? So 0 to 25, what is the midpoint? 12.5, right? Now, when you see all these percentages, right? So initially this was looking as a very difficult diagram, but now we have done with the table and we got all the percentages, right? So if I look for these percentages, so as I told you, you just try to memorize the percentages, right? Calculation, percentage. And now if you go with the calculator, then this is a little time consuming. But if you memorize, then this is very easy and fast. So see, 75% is nothing but how much? 3 by 4, right? 50% is what? 1 by 2, done. 12.5% is what? 1 by 8, Hana? 37.5% is how much? 3 by 8, right? And 25% is nothing but 1 by 4. Okay. So now come up with the questions. If you want, you can just take a screenshot of this screen, right? So that you can have all the information, all the figures with you, and you can easily calculate the questions. I suppose you are done with the screenshot. Okay. So the first one. Okay, so these are the numbers for the different cities. You can note down Pune is 2000, Kanpur is 4000, Rajasthan is 6000, and Surat is 3000, Trivandrum is 8000. Yes, done. Okay, so give me the answer for that question number 1. The city where the least number of persons uses buses is. Okay, yes, yes. Ishika, Kushag, Radhati, Raja, Anushka, Eleki, Shashank, Raghav. Yes, yes, all of you are correct with your answer. Okay, so this is the city where the least number of persons uses buses is. So we have these different numbers for the different cities, right? And we have the percentage, done. So buses. Now, if I look the number and the table, number is least for Pune, which is 2000, right? And for buses, the percentage is minimum for Pune and Kanpur, right? But for the Kanpur, the number is double that of Pune, right? Percentage is same, but the number of persons surveyed is double that of Pune in Kanpur, right? So without any calculation, I can easily identify the number of persons, what? Least using buses is which city? That is option D, Pune. So if you are done with this kind of work in the examination, you can just observe the data and you can identify your answers very easily. Now come to the question number 2. Yes. Give me the answer for question number 2. Okay, Vamsi. Okay. Okay. So everyone, please just try to solve the question number 2. Okay, Ishika. Okay, Aditi. This is the average number of persons using train for transportation in Pune, Kanpur, Raisen, and Trivandrum is. So, number of persons using train. Done. So, if I go for the table for the train, first is Pune. So, for train, Pune is 75%, and Pune, the number is 2000. So 75% of 2000 is nothing but how much? 1500. Done. Kanpur. What is the number of Kanpur? 4000. Done. And what is the number percentage? 50%. So this number is coming out to be how much? 2000. Right? This is 2000. Ryerson. What is the number? 6000. And what is the percentage? 50%. So this is coming out to be how much? 3000. Trivandrum. What is the number? 8000. And what is the percentage? 12.5%. 1/4. Right? So this is 8,000, 1/4 is 2,000, right? So these are the different numbers. What is the number for the Trivandrum? Yes. Trivandrum for trains is what? 12.5%. 1 by 8, sorry, 1 by 8. So this is 1,000. Right? This is 1,000. Yes, yes. So how much is the total? 1,500 plus 2,000 plus 3,000 plus 1,000. 5,000 plus 1,000, 6,000 and 7,500. So 7,500 and divided by 4. So what is the answer? D option. And this is coming out to be how much? 1,870. Right? So see, total example, the total complete set is based on percentages. And now we are calculating average. Right? Okay. Come to question number 3. Question number 3, yes. The mode of transport used by the least number of persons in all the given cities is. Yes, question number 3. The mode of transport used by the least number of persons in all the given cities is out of the train, bus, and cars. Ramya, no, just check once again. Vamsi is correct. Raghav, yes. Elaki, no. Anushka, yes. Kubir, yes. Aditi, no, not this. Khushbu, yes, correct. Okay. So what I need to calculate, this is mode of transport used by the least number of person in all the given cities, right? So what I do here, I just write the number also. So Pune is, I just write here 2000, right? Raisen is total 6000. Kanpur is total 4000, right? Surat is 3000 and Trivandrum is 8000, right? This is the total number of persons. Done. Now I need to check for the cars, right? So if I need to check for the cars, so cars will be 1 by 8 of 2000. How much? 1 by 8 of 2000. Yes. So this number is 250, right? 1 by 8 of 6000. How much is this? 1 by 8 of 6000? 750, I suppose. Right? So this number is 750. Then 3 by 8 of 4000. How much is this 3 by 8 of 4000? Yes, this is 1500, right? 50%, this is again 1500, right? And last one, 3 by 8 of 8000, that is 3000, right? So 3000, 1500, 1500, total 6000, 6000 and 1000. So this number is coming out to be how much? That is 7000, and which is least one. To come to the question number 4. Quickly tell me. Among the given 5 cities, the cities where less than 30% of people use cars as transport are. So less than 30%, right? So, which are the cities? One is 12.5% Pune, and second is Ryerson 12.5%. Right. So this one, my answer is coming out to be Pune and Ryerson, and option is coming out to be C option. So say this is the kind of data interpretation based question you may get in the examination, where we feel that diagram is really tough, right? The first impression will give us that the diagram is really tough, but once you start solving, once you start interpreting the diagram, you will feel that these are really, really easy diagram, right? And when we are solving these diagram, we will be getting the answers very quick, very fast, and with the least calculations, right? So I suggest that please start solving the questions on the online portal of EduShastra, and do the test, regular test based on data interpretation, and then you will be getting a good understanding and good exposure for the varieties of different diagrams, right? And along with these, just keep practicing the calculations, percentage, addition, multiplication, squares, cubes, square root, cube root, etc. So with these, we are just winding up the session for today, right? And keep connecting, keep watching the EduShastra YouTube channel, and you will find a lot of varieties of sets and lot of varieties of sessions over this YouTube channel, EduShastra YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Good night. Take care. Keep practicing. Keep revising.